Yo, what is going on, y'all? It is your boy RickyMoto, and welcome back to yet another video. We got some new exclusive merchandise drops on CLICHEBUILT.com. You can click the link in the description below to check out all of the new arrivals. We have license plate frames, stickers, and all sorts of other goodies. And on top of that, we are also running an automotive themed pop-up event. So if you guys want to stop by to check out the builds along with visiting our booth, make sure to save the date for June 15th from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What is going on, y'all? It is your boy RickyMoto. Welcome back to yet another video. Oh man, it has been quite some time since I've last made a video on here. Life has been quite busy. The pop-up event is coming up in just about 2 weeks now. There's a lot of preparation, a lot of stuff I gotta, get ready for the event. The M4 is sitting pretty and the Macan is down. So that's the short update. We're at 1,900 miles, almost 2,000. Ooh. I made some adjustments to my GoPro, and hopefully the quality is a little bit better now. For a few weeks now, my GoPro and microphone has been kind of muddy and kind of crappy with the angles, with the muffled sound. Ever since I got this new helmet, the Red Rock Atlas 4.0 Track Edition, I've been having some difficulties with just how everything works on it. And we had to do some trial and error, and I kind of fixed up a lot of the issues that I had with it. The first thing was the GoPro angle was a little bit too low, so I kind of messed around with the different brackets, added an additional arm to it so I can kind of space it out more, and hopefully now the angle is a little bit more proper, it's not too low. In terms of the audio, I repositioned my mic, so usually I kind of put it off to the side and tuck it within the cheek pads, but it just wasn't really picking up the audio as well, and the exhaust would overpower my voice. Kind of move my mic a little bit further, more closer to my mouth. Maybe there's a couple settings that I can mess with, like noise cancellation and whatnot. But yeah, hopefully the audio is a little bit better, the angle is a little bit better. Another thing I adjusted was the speakers. So the Rock speakers, I noticed they were way too quiet and I couldn't hear anything as I'm riding. I noticed it's because the way they designed the helmet, the speaker pockets, they sit behind the cheek pads. So like in front of the speakers is a whole entire piece of foam that's covering the speaker, which doesn't really make any sense because it kind of like blocks out the audio. I put the speakers in front of the cheek pads this time. Keypad not available. Is number 10 broken?
Number 10, how much?
Do 5. It is warm out, man. I'm wearing a jacket and I'm sweating already. In this video today, I wanted to do something a little bit fun. I wanted to teach you guys a short little technique, and I want to kind of get back into making more tutorial videos, how to ride. So today I wanted to show you guys a little trick, a small one, on how you can shift your motorcycle without the clutch and without having a quick shifter. So my bike, this is the Yamaha R7 without any quick shifter, and this works on all motorcycles. I've owned 3 bikes now and they all work like that. You are able to upshift and downshift without the use of the clutch. I will say I barely ever do it just because I'm just so used to using the clutch. Gosh, what are you doing, man? Yeah, basically back to what I was saying. You are able to shift without using the clutch, and basically you do it kind of like how you normally shift. So you kind of have to know how to shift comfortably on your bike first, going up using the clutch. But then when you come down, you have to know how to rev match pretty much perfectly. If you guys haven't seen my rev matching video, make sure to watch that first if you still haven't gotten your rev matches on point. It works the same as shifting with the clutch, just skipping the clutch part. Now in order to do it without the clutch, it's pretty much the same concept. You just skip the clutch part. So I'm gonna get in first. Okay, so let's say we want to perform an upshift, but without the clutch. So the concept is still the same, but all you do is let off the throttle, you shift up and back on the throttle, but you don't touch the clutch at all. You just kind of skip it. So I'm gonna downshift down to 5th. So look, no hand on the clutch, right? We're in 5th gear. I have the throttle on. I'm gonna let go of the throttle, shift up, and then back on the throttle without using the clutch. And yet, like I said, I do not have a quick shifter on the bike. So we're gonna do it in 3, 2, 1. Look, and we are in 6, just like that. In order to do a downshift, it's the same exact process, So usually when you downshift, you use the clutch, you blip the throttle to rev match, and you shift down. But without the clutch, it's the same exact concept. I'm still holding the gas right now. I'm gonna let off, and I'm gonna downshift down to 5th by just giving a little blip and letting go. So in 3, 2, 1, just like that, and we are in 5th. So it's pretty simple. You don't need to use the clutch at all. And we're back in 5th. I'm gonna go to 6 right now. So off the throttle, up to 6. Boom. Just like that. So yeah, it's pretty calm. Just a little short trick I wanted to show you guys. I will say, if you are, first starting to do it, it might be a little bit jarring because it gets you a little jerky if you're not, smooth with it. I do notice this method is very touchy. So, when I blip the throttle to go down, or if I let off the throttle and come back on the gas when I'm shifting up, I do a very, very, very subtle motion. I don't blip it hard, and I don't, come back on the throttle hard. So I'm gonna do it again. We're in 6 right now. We're gonna go down to 5th, 4th, just like that. No clutch needed. And we're gonna go back up. We're gonna 5th, 6, just like that. And if you just look carefully at my hand, the motion is very, very subtle, like very tiny movement. So we're gonna do it a couple times. We're in 6th gear right now. We're gonna go down to 5th, just like that. We're in 5th. And we're gonna do it one more time down to 4th, off the gas, blip, down to 4th. We're in 4th gear right now. We're gonna go back up to 5th and 6th. And we're gonna let off the throttle, shift up, back on the throttle, 5th, 6, just like that. I don't really do it much just because I'm so used to the clutch, but yeah, this is a great way to shift if you're just kind of lazy, you don't want to use the clutch, but also it's much faster. This is why I never bought a quick shifter, because you technically don't even need one right now. And I'm going to do it all one-handed. So I'm in 6th gear. I'm going to blip down 5th, 4th. I'm going to let this guy pass first. 4th, we're going to 5th. So you can kind of just ride with one hand. You don't need the clutch at all. And you don't need any modifications. I don't have a quick shifter. The bike only has a tune and an exhaust. You don't need a tune for that. It just works as is. So yeah, that's a cool little technique if you guys want to shift, much quicker. Let's say you're doing like a little pull and you want to, cut your clutch time down. So I'm gonna go fully clutchless right here. Look, down, down. No clutch at all. I haven't used the clutch since. No clutch at all. Watch, I'm gonna merge in. We're in 4th gear right now. I'm gonna go to 5th real quick. Watch this. 5th, 6. So now we're gonna do a couple downshifts without the clutch because we're slowing down here. So just blip the throttle as you hit the downshift. 5th, 4th, 3rd. And if you're worried about breaking your bike doing that, it's fine. It doesn't really damage your bike. I can't guarantee that it's 100% safe because there's a reason why you have a clutch, right? This definitely can take off some load off the clutch if you're trying to save your clutch and not damage it or not wear it out. I don't know too much about mechanics, but I've heard a lot of people who do this method, they never had problems. It doesn't break anything. I would only assume it could be damaging if you're doing it wrong. If you're kind of jerky with it, if it's not smooth.
because you're kind of basing it off of the revs. You know, everything's based on how you kind of control the throttle when you do it. If you're, you know, not, you know, smooth with the gas, you're gonna cause an imbalance in the speed or the RPM, and that jerky motion could be damaging to your transmission. The bike itself is trying to match the revs for you, and that's what causes that sudden surge. But if you can get it down to a science, if you can kind of control it really smoothly, then there shouldn't be any damage. You can actually take off the load off your clutch. It's a much faster and much more efficient method. It just takes a little bit more effort. You know, you have to be like very precise with exactly how many revs you're giving. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. We have our pop-up event coming up on June 15th in Mineola, New York. Make sure to come down to visit the booth. We have a whole bunch of cool merchandise available for sale. If you guys want to take some pictures, you guys want to check out the builds, make sure to do so. This bike is actually getting wrapped this week. So hopefully, if everything goes to plan, I can bring the bike there as well, so you guys can check out the bike with the new wrap. Very excited. A lot of big stuff coming. It's been your boy RickyMoto, and I'll see you in the next one.